Welcome to Free Fall RC Podcast.
All right, welcome to another episode of Free Fall RC Podcast. I'm Steve, and here with me is Kevin.
Hey guys.
We have Andy.
Hey now.
And Ian.
Hey, what's up, guys?
All right, the whole gang's here. All right, this is episode 321. Charge me up. Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
3, 2. Yeah. Let's go.
Blast off.
Charge me up.
All right. Let's go. Who wants to start with their week?
Oh, I will for sure.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't here last week, obviously.
Mhm.
Because I had many listeners get a hold of me and say, Kevin, what is going on? We need you on that show. Well, actually, it was a couple of listeners. It was 2, yeah.
Did they say the show suffered because you weren't here?
Well, they said there was
That'd be
some
right.
there was some discrepancies about a specific call in that called in and brought up a
What?
few topics of things not being completed. Unlike the beer at Ian's house being finished, there was a certain helicopter not being finished, and he had a question about that. And
Okay.
Andy's XL Power and Steve's Miata, and they were just looking for updates.
Yeah.
So I would appreciate if you guys would update the listeners so I don't have to hear from the listeners when they're standing in front of my desk day after day asking me what is going on.
We give the update on the episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe you missed it.
Yeah, if
He's-
he'd listen to it, just quit just going into your office and aggravating you, he'd know.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully that takes care of it. Yeah, so I missed last week because I was picking my wife up from the airport, and it was, it was late. Her flight actually got delayed leaving New Jersey. So by the time I picked her up, actually, it was like midnight. We didn't get back here till like 1:30 in the morning or something. I wound up going late to work and
Damn.
working through lunch to make up for it. But it's going back tomorrow, so I got to get up at 4 and drive her tomorrow morning real early. And but other than that, RC wise, I flew 2 weeks ago, went to the field, and I got some flights in. It was a little windy. I don't know if I mentioned the fact that I got to see the one guy fly who seems to know it all, but it looked to me like he was afraid to make right-hand turns, left-hand turns, one way or another. There was one direction. I think it was right-hand turns. I don't know.
He's a NASCAR guy, you're saying.
Yeah, he was just
Turn left.
more comfortable, extremely more comfortable with left-hand turns.
Okay.
And yeah, I don't know.
This is the airplane or a helicopter?
This is with the airplane. Yeah. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't want to pick on him too much because he might listen, and but
Why would he listen? He already knows everything.
that's true.
He's
That's
not gonna
true.
listen to us. He doesn't think we know anything.
That's true. Right. Because I use foam tack.
Yeah.
I don't use CA and baby powder like we were talking about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so I got some flights in 690. It was pretty freaking windy, so autoing was fun, and some flights in on the Oxy 5. And that's really all I brought. I didn't bring any planes or anything, but I did order some parts for the Oxy 3, trying to get that back together from Iaen, and I also ordered a Jeep body for my crawler. I don't know what
Nice.
prompted me to do this. I swear I wasn't drinking, but I was watching some videos online I've watched some videos online of guys that paint RC car bodies, and amazing, like what you can do, what some of these guys could do with the creativity that they have. And it's really not that difficult. It just takes time, and you got to be able to mask and, paint right and think it through.
Are you going to try to make it look like your truck? Or
No, it's red. It's a 4-door red body, but I might paint it. I'm not sure. I might paint it like a darker red or something. But it's pretty cool. I got it from Iaen. It's I forget the name of the body. It's like extra something or other body, and it's a hard body, like it came molded in plastic in red color. But it's cool. It's got all the taillights and headlights. There's a whole bunch of parts to it. It all screws together.
Nice.
with the hard
Yes.
body kit?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it's not Lexan or anything like that. But that was literally all I did. I had a great 4 days. I took Thursday and Friday off last week and had a great 4 day weekend and spent time with the kids and the wife. And we went to a couple of markets, flea market and a farmers market. Went out to dinner with friends, and it was just a lot of fun. I had a great like family 4 day thing, which I needed because I'm kind of like we're kind of been separated for a year now, my wife and I, more or less.
Yeah.
So it was great. We had a lot of fun. My sister came out the one night with us. We just had we had a blast. It was a lot of fun. Good
That's
times.
awesome.
Yeah. So I kind of like didn't do any flying last weekend. I probably could have on Sunday, but I just having more, I don't know, more of a good time hanging out with everybody,
Yeah, sure.
So who's next? Andy, what have you been up to?
Absolutely nothing.
Oh, jeez.
Again. Yeah, again. Yeah, I did some work and had some personal stuff that kept me busy for a few days through the weekend, but still haven't done anything. Haven't built the XL Power Spectre V2. Haven't even put a bolt in it, Steve Shaw. I'm trying to be more like you, so I'm
What the hell,
spreading it
Andy?
out. Yeah,
What the hell, Andy?
exactly.
Dude, if you just put one bolt a day in.
I know. You'd think I'd be done by now. But
I know.
no,
You
I
got
haven't.
shit to do. You got a whole farm to support.
I haven't. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right, Kevin. I'm not gonna let him make fun of me. I'm just gonna keep making fun of him.
There you go. Wait a minute. Did I say that? You're getting me in trouble now.
No,
That's what I heard.
I thought that's what you told me.
That's what I heard.
Listen, he was pretty pissed at the one blooper because I guess we were talking about him, and then I cut right to me talking about the roommate and how much of an idiot he was, and he was like, "Wait a minute," he said, "I had to
What
play
the
that
hell?
back. I thought they were talking about me, calling me an idiot," and I was like, "I'm still your boss, MFer."
You should have said no. I'm sure. I'm very careful to cut all that stuff out so nobody can hear it.
Yep, exactly.
No, nothing for me. Sorry to disappoint. What about you, Iaen? What you got?
Well, sorry to disappoint, but all I did was work.
Oh man.
I was on Discord, which that was a lot of fun, and then of course, I was on there late, and then of course, by the time I went to bed, it was like 11, 12 o'clock. And I had to drag my ass out of bed at like 5 a.m., so I was dragging ass all day, but totally worth it. I mean, I love hanging out with the guys on Discord on Friday, so really did nothing. I didn't fly. I think the most I did with the helis is I moved them from one spot to the other.
That's more than I've done.
Yeah. So I touched a heli. I mean that's about it.
All right, I guess Steve's gonna have to save us.
Steve always does a bunch of crap, so I'm sure he can save us.
I did absolutely nothing.
Oh man.
No, I did some stuff. I was actually quite busy. That's, I guess. So yeah, let me go. Kind of wrote this backwards. I did get a chance to fly. I flew a bunch on Saturday with Cliff and Ting. Went up to their field up in Milton, and I keep on forgetting the name of it. It's like in the town of Milton, but it's like I think like Rivana or something RC club. But anyways, yeah, something like that. But anyways, it was good. Good time up there. Had pulled a lot of flights in on the Raw 580. I was going basically, flight after flight, charging it on that K4 charger, pack after pack, just kind of cycling them really quick. And I think around like 6 or 7 flights on the 580, and I got 3 flights on the 700 electric. I brought my nitro out there, and like, of course, I'm gonna forget something. I'm gonna forget it, and I forgot my starter. So no nitro for me. Womp
Oh
womp.
man.
Oh man, nobody else had one you could borrow.
No, those guys are all electric.
Mm.
Especially Cliff. He loves electric. Oh, too much. That's
Too
another
much.
story. Anyway, Saturday. Was it Saturday? No, Monday. Come Monday, yesterday, I got something in the mail. Yeah, not mail, but UPS.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
All the way from, I guess, Vietnam. Yeah, I got my Goblin Raw Puma. I don't know. Dirty
Puma.
Feather, whatever. Yeah.
Right. Cool.
And a
Nice.
couple other little goodies in that shipment. It was a bigger box than just a kit. So I did also get the canopy, the new 580 Kraken 580 canopy scheme.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew that it was gonna be like this like bright orangey, like almost looks reddish, but in real life it looks really bright orange, kind of like the Kraken, the really neon orangey Kraken.
Right. Sure.
Yeah. So I got that in, and that thing looks amazing. So I can't wait to get that put on. But of
Nice.
course, I started building the Puma.
Of
And
course.
About 85% done now
Damn.
in a day and a half. Um,
Damn.
I would have been almost done if like set up ready, I guess. But I'm on delayed right now because the last component I need is delayed from China because of shipping from China sucks right now. There's a lot of delays and things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm just waiting for my motor. Everything else I have, so I'm kind of building around that right now. Like I literally mounted my ESC to the ESC tray, but I can't mount the ESC tray to the motor mount until I get the motor installed. So I'm like kind of working around it. But in the meantime, what I'm probably gonna do is take that off the bench and then start working on that Kraken 580. Need to get that ready for spring fling as well.
What all
That's
does it
coming.
need?
Oh, it's just a canopy scheme change. So it's just I gotta swap out the boom and cut out the canopy
Oh.
to fit the little bits,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's just having to take everything kind of apart, and I guess I would have to do some wipe down and transfer the tail servo and things like that. But
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
all right. Let's make this a quick show, huh? We're gonna go right
Quick
to the
show.
main. Actually, the last show was pretty quick too.
Yeah.
Very quick. What it is. We're just getting more and more efficient as we go.
Yes,
Yeah.
Another 10, 15 more shows. It's only going to take us 30 minutes.
I know. Back through it. What'd you do? Nothing. What did I do? Nothing. All right. Main topic here.
We're like Slayer back in the day. Their set was like an hour and a half, and by the time they were done with the tour, it was like an hour.
Yeah.
They were just that much quicker.
Made through it quicker. Yeah.
Just get better and better.
There you go. All right. Main topic. Charge me up. What do you want to talk about with charge me up, huh?
I guess charging. Chargers, maybe specifically.
Chargers. Our chargers, actually.
Yes. What we use.
Our charge setups.
Yeah, because we haven't talked about this, I think, in maybe never or forever.
Yeah.
Or in Ian's world, a minute.
A hot minute.
So a hot minute.
Like a minute.
Like a
Like
minute.
a minute. Like a minute.
So let's just go through the list. Steve, tell us about.
All right.
I know you've got new stuff coming in and trying out and old stuff.
Yep.
Run through your kind of current setup and then what you're looking to do in the future.
Sure. Yeah, so my main charger is a Joe Cashwell custom case that he RC
Squared.
squared, yeah, right. So
No,
what that's
Rotorcraft.
Rotorcraft RC, yeah, RC squared.
No, that was the store. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
RC
remember
squared,
what
so
it
the logo.
was.
That's the logo. That's
RC
still on my
Square.
case.
Just that's
Yeah.
close enough.
Yeah.
But Joe Cashwell's custom case business and his family business, in fact, right? But yeah, it's a Revoletrix dual power lab touch 6 in there, with a Meanwell 24-volt 1600 watt power supply. So I can charge both channels at like easily 20 amps, no problem. Good solid charger. Handles the heat very well. Solid charger. It's in the Nook. I think it's a 920. Now, don't hold me to that. But I think it's a 920, and it's a decent size. It's a decent briefcase size. But it is heavy. Got to weigh like 45, 50 pounds for a case that's like, I'm talking about like this size. It's
Yeah.
not only about this
Oof.
thick. It's like 50 pounds. It has some heft to it because it's solid. Everything in there is ABS. Like it's solid. Well made for sure. And then more recently, because it's such a big case, and I wanted something smaller, but I also wanted something that can do 7S at the time. And so I opted to buy an iCharger X8. And with that, I also went to Mike Lawrence and Eric Shu with their case medic business and kind of I guess commissioned them to build me a case for my iCharger X8. And what's in that is my X8 iCharger and a Meanwell 24 volt 600 watt power supply in there. And
Nice.
yeah, and so this iCharger and this small case and the small charger kind of spawned this idea of what other 8S capable chargers are out there that's on a budget, and because of that, and that future, I guess, episode we're gonna do, I have an ISDT Q8 Max, and I've ordered a Toolkit M8S, which is like a new company. I know Eric Shu's been using their chargers for a little bit. RC Toolkit, I think is their name. But this is our 8S version charger, and it is at an unbeatable price point. I'll go into it now just because it's $30. So I'm very
Wow.
interested to see how this thing
Damn.
performs. But so basically it's gonna be versus an iCharger X8 versus an ISDT Q8 Max and a Toolkit M8. And out of as another baseline comparison, I also have a ISDT K4, and that's the all-in-one AC/DC charger, and that's kind of charger I've been using a lot more recently right now.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Cool.
Yeah, I got quite a list. Yeah.
Yeah. All the
I will probably
chargers.
have some chargers for sale once I finish the three charger, my budget charging review comparison. I'll have at least 2 chargers, if not 3 chargers for sale.
Well, Andy might need one because he said he was going to go 9S on something. I forget what it was.
Nice.
He's going to do
but
three.
I'm gonna
three
do
threes.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 3 threes
That
or a
You
5
should-
and a 4.
you got to mock up 3 threes, like 2 on the side and like 1 in the back, or
They get like a
just
hub
see what it
style,
looks
too,
like.
No,
like one in the
they're
middle.
thin, so I'll just stand them up, stack them up that way,
Okay.
or put 2 down, and then 1 beside of them. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'll figure it out.
Hang one on the back, one on the bottom.
Underneath the skids.
Yeah,
One
probably
on each
use
skid.
all different capacities while I'm at it, just to
Sure.
really make it confusing.
Oh, just to make people lose their minds online.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like
I
have a
wish-
4,000, a
You
5,000,
can't charge that
4,500.
altogether.
Yeah, just really make people go insane.
Yeah.
Well, that's for when the 2 get low. The other one still has power.
See, it just has enough power to land.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, why not? Oh, geez. So I guess I should go through my setup, huh?
Yeah. So what are you using to charge all that
Yeah.
mess, Andy?
Well, I have a dual PowerLab 8, the old one, with a bump controller. I have 3 the HP DPS 1200 power supplies running 30, so I'm running 36 volts,
Nice.
and it's in a rigid case that I don't know how to explain. It's like a 5-inch thick,
It's a toolbox
18
that you
inches.
converted.
Yeah, it's a enclosed, weatherproof, watertight case.
Like
And-
the Home Depot suitcase,
Yes,
like
exactly.
the briefcase.
Yep,
that come on?
yep, the
Yep.
briefcase sized
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
And I got a deck I bought a deck from this guy Kelly that worked for Rev Electrics for a short time had a side business where he was making decks. So I got the deck with the fans and had some LEDs under it. I bought that from him as a kit, and then I installed everything else and wired it up myself. So it's mostly homemade with a CNC cut deck, basically. And it's been working fine. I mean, I've had it several years now. It's fairly heavy. It's probably 30 pounds, I guess. But I'm also running 3 of those power supplies, which give me like what are they, 900 watts each on
A lot of power.
120 volt. So yeah, I got like 2400 watts or something like that.
21 gigawatts.
Wow,
It's way more than I need, but that's also why they've lasted really, really well, because nothing is being taxed, nothing gets hot.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why I like the 36 volt as well.
Nice.
If one fails, I did a little bit of testing with them, and if one fails, they will still, or if one powers down, it still passes current through. So then you just got 24 volt. So I don't think it would spike low enough to kill the charger if one of the power supplies crapped out, which is kind of a big danger with those. That's why a lot of people don't like to run them. So I've not had any trouble running 3. Like I said, they're only running half capacity or so. Even when I'm charging like 30 amps on both channels, it's not overloading anything. So it's been working well. I also have a iCharger 306, which is a 30 amp 6 cell charger. It's just the little simple rectangular one. It's not real fancy. I don't really use it anymore, but I keep it around just as a backup. It's in a like a homemade Harbor Freight case with 36 volts to it as well.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't think that could take more than 30 volts.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it takes
Probably up to 36 or something.
up to 30
36.
something, yeah.
Like 38 maybe. I think
Yeah,
it's because they're 30 amp.
Yeah. Well, I had I built that case with it's a Harbor Freight, kind of the silver suitcase or briefcase looking thing.
Right.
Really cheap piece of crap
Yeah,
case.
their toolkit box. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's really crappy. It's like it's like this thin aluminum over almost like press board stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, I had built
cardboard.
that, put those power supplies in there, and then had a iCharger 4010 Duo, and it worked great till it didn't. It just blew up one day and quit working. The power supplies are fine, and so I just stuck the 308 or the 306 in there to use till I ended up building this other thing with the Rev Electric stuff. But yeah, that's me.
Cool.
What about you, Iaen? What kind of setup have you got?
Nothing too spectacular as what you guys got. I've got the the Power Lab 6. It's just a single charger. I've parallel charged from it a few times. I'm not really big into the parallel charging, but I've also got the ISDT Q6, which I use that typically for like my smaller packs, but I'm powering both of them from my HP server power supplies. I think I paid like $50 for the both of them off of eBay, like 2016. I think I've got one running. The Power Lab's running on 24 volt, and the Q6 running on 12. And I've got it in a rigid case, and I don't have a deck or anything on it. It's Velcro to the bottom. It's like a rather simple setup. I know in the long run, I'd probably say here in like the next month or so, I'm going to be putting another charger together, because this thing is like straight. It looks 2016, but it still works
Even
great.
if it works, why
Yeah.
replace it, Why spend the
Wanting
money
a
there?
little bit more
Right.
out of a charge setup for me. because it's like, obviously I'm doing, I'm loving the 700s. Gonna be, I don't know. I just think I need a little bit more from a charging setup. That way I can get 12S packs charged up a lot quicker than what it does. Because like right now I don't
Just
like
want
really.
to add another one, maybe, like to have 2 channels is what you're looking at.
Yeah, like either 2 channels or a better setup that I would trust it to do parallel charging. Because you hear the horror stories, and then me,
Well,
I'm dangerous.
Large stores about
The
what?
Power
Power
Lab
charging?
6 is probably one of the best chargers you could get and
Yeah.
the
It
safest.
is,
So
and it's
I
been.
really wouldn't be
Yeah.
concerned with it.
I would totally use that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm gonna keep using it. I just wanted to put, together a better setup that's cleaner, but something newer. The Power Lab, I actually got it used. I think I paid like $80 for it locally, and
People started jumping ship when they heard it went out of business. Started selling their shit off real cheap, huh?
no, this is like in their prime.
Oh,
This is
really?
like this was like 2016. And what it was is the previous owner, he ended up getting the Power Lab 8 with the bump charge and everything. So he heavily upgraded and didn't really need that PL6 anymore. And he actually milled out of like billet aluminum, kind of like a stand to kind of rise it up in the case. So it's sitting on that, and it's like all
What'd you say you gave for it, Ian?
like 60 or $80. I mean,
I'll give
Not
you
really.
90 for it. No, I'm just kidding. I don't need it.
I'll
But
give you
don't ever
85.
sell it. That's a really
No.
good
Oh
charger.
yeah, and it's been good. I've only had it do a couple little hiccups where it just like wouldn't charge all the way, and all I did was just unplug it and plug it back in, and it worked just fine. So I don't know if that had to do with the firmware in it or whatever, but it's been virtually trouble free the entire time I've owned it. But watch now, I said that. I go to the field.
Oh yeah, now it's gonna set itself on fire.
Right.
Next
Let
time you
up.
charge,
Yeah, and
magic smoke will come out.
oh yeah, and the power supplies, I actually did those myself. I actually followed a diagram that somebody gave me on how to, float out
Oh,
one of the
boy.
power supplies.
That doesn't sound sketchy at all.
Oh,
I mean,
not
I've
at
done
all.
mine myself as well, so maybe I shouldn't talk, but
Yeah, it's just all it takes is just some nylon washers.
I'm sorry, but knowing you, Andy, I trust your craftsmanship, I'll say, over Ian's.
I'm
come
dangerous
on,
with
poor
electricity.
Ian.
I mean, remember.
Okay, you said
wait,
it then. Never mind.
Remember Ian's soldering job before he met
Oh
us?
my God. He's like, no, what do you mean? It's good. And we're all like, whoa. Not good.
Oh, that's dangerously not good.
Yeah, I'm very confident with electricity. I do 480 volt 3-phase myself, 210.
I
120,
floated a
12
few of
volt,
those.
whatever, 5 volt.
Yeah, I just sent mine to Kevin.
I've done a
That
few of
works.
those.
Kevin works with electricity.
It's exactly like Ian said, though. I mean, I pounded out the hard rivets that were threaded, and I just put in nylon bolts and washers or nuts and bolts in there.
Yeah, you just ground out one of them. No, you
I
remove
think
the grounds out of one of them so it floats. So like
Yeah.
if both cases make contact with one another, they don't arc and let out
Right.
magic smoke.
Pop.
So
Because there's two ways to do that. You can either cut the ground, the ground plug off the plug. You can cut the little ground piece off, but then that doesn't actually do anything to the case itself. Then you got to make sure you're separating those cases,
Yeah,
because then
because
if
then
they
your
do go
case,
together,
your case can be live at that point. Cause it's
yeah,
not
your
grounded.
case is still grounded to the.
So you want your case grounded, but your board ungrounded, the
Right.
circuit ungrounded inside.
Yeah. And it's like, I've got one floating, so it's like I've actually got both power supplies like velcroed together with like one of those big straps you would, strap like a battery down on a bird.
Yeah.
So it's like velcroed and then it's velcroed into the case. So it's like it doesn't move.
So the reason for removing the ground reference from one of the power supplies is that you're actually feeding the negative from the first one into the positive of the second one. So that's the reference now for the positives. That's how you get 24 volts, because then across them both, you no longer have 12, you have 24.
Yeah, you got to cross the streams.
Freaking 320 episodes, and I finally make sense. And Ian's got a cough right through the middle of my description.
Yeah, God
Thank
damn it,
you,
Ian.
I heard
Ian.
none of it. because
Damn
of my
it.
cough.
Damn it, Ian.
Ah, shit.
Now I got to go back to being a dumbass.
Did you say again? What was that?
Yeah.
Say that again.
Charge me up. All charged up.
Kevin's getting all charged up. I
All
can tell.
charged up.
All right.
So what about your charger, Kevin?
Yeah.
So
Jeez.
I still have the iCharger 306B that I've had. Geez, it's got to be going on 8 years. I've had that thing in the same rigid Home Depot case that I kind of mocked up. I could probably look at pictures and find out the exact date I put this thing together. And I acquired 2 server power supplies from work from one of the servers that they were throwing out. And
You upcycled.
at the time I was like on a server power supply scavenger hunt. Like I would pull them out of anything.
Oh yeah.
And I had a bunch of different types at my house. I got rid of like the majority of them, but I gave some to Smith Milk. He needed a few. I'd given a few to a couple of different people, across the years. But yeah, I took these I think were 900 watts. I was trying to find 1,000-watt ones, but they were like newer, and there were some that were like more powerful and smaller, but these seemed to work out really well for what I had to work with. So yeah, I floated the ground on one of them, and they've been the same ones in the case for like 8 years. And that iCharger's been doing fantastic. And I kind of had to do something different, of course, with the way you start it up. And I 3D printed like the fan. I mocked up and designed and 3D printed the fan placement in the case. And I used the runners that are kind of like in the case when you get it.
Yeah.
Which I might do differently. I got to redo that case. And then I used some RC, not Pro Plus, RC, Progressive RC. I got some boards from them as far as the breakout, the cells, the cell plug-in part. And the hell else did I do to that thing? Oh, I have a little board in there that when you plug it in, now the power supplies themselves have 5 volts. And so I kind of use that through another board that latches a push button. So I don't have switches to turn it on. I have to be different. I have to have these cool little push buttons. So I put the AC power in and I hit a push button to start it.
At least you got a switch or a button.
Yeah.
I got to plug the damn power plug.
I hate that. That's the stupidest fucking thing ever. Plugs aren't made to turn stuff on and off with.
No.
It's a bad design.
Every time.
Stupid design. There, I said it.
And I also got for Christmas, I think last year or the year before last, a 406 Duo that my wife got me. So I made a little breakout 24 volts lines where I can plug that in at the same time, and I could charge. Technically, I could charge 4 batteries if I wanted to, two in parallel charging, and then 2 separately on each channel of 406. But I tend to just try and charge, balance charge 1 battery at a time with the 306. And I don't use that 406 that much, but I have been using it at the club more so because I can use the solar powered, station that's there.
Yeah.
So I made up little ends for that where I can just, charge that if I want to. And
nice.
I put in a little USB thing last time I had that case apart to charge, obviously, USB 5-volt stuff. And like I said, that's all in a rigid case, and that's it. I probably have a couple of older ones, but they're not even worth pulling out because there's like those little ones you get are good if you're doing 2 to 3S or whatever. Like, but they max out at 6 amps, I think. Max 5-6 amps is the little power supply that's built into those. So they're, I don't know. For what we do in the,
Not that K4.
Yeah. But for what we do, it's better to get something that can handle the charging, and you'll see it. Like I get questions from the guys that like if we have a swap or something, or different people show up at the field, guys that are used to flying, planes that just use 2S, 3S, and then they see me charging, or like I had a guy comment when I was charging the Oxy 5 battery one day. It was like, "Oh man, you're flying something big, huh?" I was like, helicopter, my smaller helicopter. But some of the guys are pretty amazed. Like when Shaw's there with when he's got his line of packs up, or me for the 690 or Shaw, for the 700 there, that they're pretty amazed at like.
Oh man, when you start
that
seeing
power there
packs and start seeing them lined up, like that's a lot of power.
And when you start to go into detail with some of these guys on like how many volts are in that and like how many cells, they can't even fathom it,
Yeah, but 6S to them, it's like, whoa.
Yeah.
Now you're talking about 12 and 14.
Yeah. On a side note, we had one of the quad guys stop by from their side of the field a couple weeks ago, and everything quad now is 6S, man. I like
small little Q packs.
Yeah, we were talking about it, just kind of bringing me up to speed because I had gotten out of it when it was 4S. Really, never really got into it any further. And he was like, "Yeah, it's still same type of thing where stuff's changing a lot still, but they're on 6S now. Everybody's using 6S, which is gotta be crazy, man. Some of the videos I've seen of like, the drag racing or from like a dead stop to gone, it's like Star Wars speeder bike type shit, man.
Yeah. That and like how quickly they're just going, like changing direction. Yeah. It's insane now.
I hear it more than watch it when I'm at the field, because we got our backs to it, but yeah.
Yeah, because you can't help but hear it, and it's super annoying. Yeah.
It is. It is. It's so like there's no like cadence to it. Like even helicopters, I don't know. I feel like when you get to a moment where you're just kind of grooving in the air, it's like there's somewhat of a cadence to your blade noises and stuff. But that thing's just like.
The only thing that's as annoying as the.
Is Steve imitating
it? No. I was gonna say the only thing that's on the same level is when you get like 3 or 4 guys with the big gas or airplanes doing 3D, and they're just going
or touch and goes, touch and go after touch and go.
One guy.
I don't mind the touch and goes. It's the hovering 5 feet in front of the face going. That kind of gets old after a while. And I've done it as well, but it's fine when I do it. It's not annoying, but when other people do it, it's super annoying.
We were going there.
Yeah.
Well, Steve's right. There's like a cadence, and when you hear something like dig, you look up when it's a helicopter. But yeah, with that shit, it's like the only time I look over there is when the high pitch stops and it's like preceded by a smack, like somebody hitting a 2x4 with a sledgehammer. Like, like, oh yeah, that hurt.
Post is like
yeah.
I just like it just stops.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah.
All right.
Next there'll be nitro quads.
Yeah.
Proof Chad Capper right. He was talking about that years ago.
That'll never be a thing.
Yeah, there was one, but it never went far.
Those guys pitch a fit if their flight controller costs more than like $30.
Oh.
Yeah,
they're definitely not buying nitro.
Sure, they're not buying nitro.
No.
Yeah. So true. All right. I guess that's it for the main topic.
Yeah, it's pretty light, but I thought we'd run through these and maybe we'll get a mini review from Steve in a few weeks.
Oh yeah, it's coming. I already got a document. Get my thoughts down for sure. So
nice.
Okay.
Cool.
So I don't know what happened, but in a document, we had this section called Iaen's Tech Tip, and it disappeared. So where is Iaen's Tech Tip?
I don't have one this week.
So someone just thought it was a good idea to erase it, like it doesn't exist from our topics, huh? Yeah.
Damn it, Iaen.
Oh, I know.
All right, let's move it on then to news and announcements.
Wait a minute. So what have I been watching?
Yeah, what have you been watching?
Yeah, what are you watching? Kevin?
I've been watching this chick on YouTube, and the one chick that's just hola, Soya Dora.
Is it Dora?
Oh my god. And then she gets smacked in the head with different things. It's great. There's nothing better well, I shouldn't say it like that.
Oh boy.
I was gonna say there's
Yeah,
nothing better than
watching-
watching a woman
Don't-
get smacked in the
don't
head
go
with something.
there.
But I shouldn't
No.
go there. No.
No, don't. You just said it. Don't say
Oh,
that.
you already went there.
Well,
We're gonna have to record one of those disclaimers about
people know what I
things
mean.
said on here do not represent the views of the Free Fall RC podcast. Only Kevin,
Yeah, just me.
Yeah.
his views.
So that's really all I've been watching. I didn't see anything new on like Netflix or anything. Nothing. So damn it, Ian.
All right. I
Well, I
watched the
did
first
watch
two
the new
episodes
Jackass
of
movie. That was good.
Oh, wait a minute. You're gonna mention Moon Knight, Andy?
Yeah, I watched the first two episodes.
I did watch that.
What do you think? I'm like, not into it quite yet.
It's I vaguely remember the comic book because it was so long ago, but I do still have a lot of those comics. Like I kind of got into it.
And I'll stick with it, but I'm not hooked yet.
Yeah. I think it's gonna get better. The first episode
Yeah.
was really good. The second I was like, yeah, okay. Still not sure what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But it is
We'll
Marvel.
see.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'll stick with it.
Yeah, me too.
All
Kind of
right.
excited next month for the Kenobi series to come out.
Oh yeah, that's gonna
Nice.
be good.
That should be a lot of fun.
So backed up on shows. That's
All
good.
right.
When I do have time, I'll just blast through them.
Been too busy buying stuff, Steve. You gotta
Buying
stop buying
stuff.
things and watch TV occasionally.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's coming. The swell is gone down and now just fly what I have, work on the shit that I have. I have a lot of shit.
He
to do.
says that like every 3 months, Kevin. He
Yeah.
says,
Well, that's what it's
okay, I'm not
all
gonna buy
about,
any more
that's all.
stuff. I've got everything I need.
Mhm.
Just gonna fly what I have, repair it. I'm not
And
gonna
make
get
your
anything
fucks go over.
different.
Then Squirrel.
And then 3 months later, he changes out a bunch of equipment and he's going a different direction.
Oh no,
He
that
can't help himself.
that's changed. Well, I still haven't chosen flybarrel tuners, but that's changed.
He's so full of crap.
All right, let's move it on. News and announcements.
All right. News.
And
Announcements.
All right.
We have a new, I think this should have been news last week, but I forgot about it. We've got a new helicopter podcast on
Yeah.
the scene called Maximum Collective Podcast.
Yeah, West Coast boys.
Yeah, this is from their website, Greg Big Raw Ringle, Gregor Absolute McGrath, and Steve Loudmouth O'Connor. I don't know about those nicknames, but
Well, it's
those
better
are
than
three pretty good guys, so
Mhm.
should be good.
yeah. About the nicknames, it's better than like the other show where they just go by only nicknames, so you have no idea who the hell they are.
Yeah, that's
Just
a
at
good
least I
point.
know, Kevin Absolute McGrath. Yeah, Absolute CNC, sure.
Oh, I
Right.
was thinking Absolute Vodka. I thought that was a guy I could hang out with.
I'm sure you can hang out with him still with that.
Yeah. Okay.
but, yeah. They're
And
like,
I'm
Absolute,
glad-
I'm Kettle One.
I'm glad they added the last name to Steve because I mean you got to narrow that down. I know a lot of
There's
loudmouth
too many
Steves.
now.
Yeah, that's true.
Right. No offense, Steve. Steve Ewan. What the
Yeah,
hell?
nah,
So
it's
yeah,
awesome, though. Mhm.
I forgot to listen to this. I haven't had a chance to listen, but check it out. The episodes are fairly short. I think the first
Yes.
one's like 16 minutes.
Yeah.
But it's good to hear some representation from the West Coast. These guys are all out west, California, Arizona. I don't know where Steve is. He's somewhere out there.
Somewhere.
But yeah, should be cool.
California.
Mhm.
What was that, Kevin?
California.
Was that Arnold?
Yeah. It was my attempt at Arnold.
I thought it
heard
was
that
pretty
in a
good.
while.
I can't do Arnold like Arnold. North Carolina.
There you go. That's getting better. I think the more you do it, it just,
Yeah.
Yeah, you hadn't done it in
Comes
a while.
back.
You're out of practice,
I'm
dude.
out
Out
of
of
practice.
That's what it is.
We gotta
Okay.
do the whole all Arnold show where everybody talks like Arnold. Yeah,
I can't do Arnold.
or just me.
You and Ian should do
Just
an
me and
Arnold
Ian.
like
Doing an Arnold
face
off.
off. Arnold off. All right. What else do we have? for
Got
news
some
announcements?
fun flies coming up. Of course, Spring Fling is a week away now, April 21st through the 24th.
Yes.
And Birmingham, did they move this? Now it's going to be in June.
That's what I
The
see.
Ditch Fun Fly used to be in March always. So
Hmm.
now it's June 17th through the 19th.
Yep.
Maybe they moved it to June. It's news to me.
Yeah.
Cool, though.
That's what Facebook says. We'll see.
Maybe that's because the last 2 years it got flooded out in March. So maybe they decided June might be better weather.
Yeah, might be. How far is that from you? That's not too far, right?
It's like 5 hours. Yeah, it's not bad.
I don't know how far that's from me.
How far are you from me?
6, I think, or 7. I think 6.
I mean, you got to come basically by my house to get there, I think. So, I think once you come down 81, down to Knoxville, and then over 40, and then down. I think that's how you'd get here or get there. I don't know. So, yeah, it's probably 11, 12 for you.
Down 81, Steve.
10 hours.
Crossed 4, past the cow.
10 hours.
Yeah.
Tell me to take 85 to 20.
Turn left 10 miles
Oh,
before you
okay.
get to the
Then no,
fork.
you're not coming near me then. Never mind.
I mean, if I go near you, it's telling me to do 80 to 40 to 75 to 59.
Yeah. Don't come near me. I don't want you anywhere near here.
My cousin used to own that cow.
Yeah. So what you do is you go down there. You know where Jim used to have that store.
Yeah.
And he tore it down. You turn right there.
Then 10
So
miles
right or
before you
down
get
by the big oak tree that burned down back in 08. Turn right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. About 8 miles before the fork in the road, you turn left.
Yeah, before the
and
fork
then
in the road. Oh shit.
All right. What the hell else is going on? Spring Fling?
I don't know.
We talk about that?
Yeah, we did.
All right. So I put a couple of things. Well, I put one so far. It was something that was brought to my attention where a guy that flies helicopters, we all know and love, was looking at this on Hobby King seriously and brought it to my attention. It's the Avios C-130 Coast Guard.
Wait, when didn't that come out years ago? Or is this new?
This
version?
is new. I think this is new version.
Is it just a new?
Okay.
It's 1600 millimeters.
It seemed like I remember talking about a C-130 and thinking it looked really cool.
Yeah,
I
don't know.
Didn't have this Coast Guard scheme. Maybe this is new.
Maybe that's all. Only thing new about it.
It's a version 2.
I don't know. It's got retracts, flaps, Bombay door, or whatever it is.
You're right, Steve.
Cargo
It is a
door.
V2. You're right.
V2.
Yep. Because I remember Chris from the RC After Hours show got the C-130 just like this when it come out.
Oh, okay.
And was doing reviews and talking about it, and that was what
like
a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Several.
So this is the V2. Nice. Sweet.
Yeah. So if you're into planes, want to check that out. That's a lot of plane for $400.
Yeah, that is. So he's going to get one, you said?
No, I think he's moved on to something else.
Okay.
Something else caught his eye.
Because I mean, he still hasn't got his Flex Innovations plane flying, and literally all you got to do is stick the tail on it.
Wait a minute, you got to be more specific.
Oh, he's got more than one now?
Well, he's got the Flex Jet, and he's got the
really?
QQ
I didn't know
or whatever
that.
it is. The
QQ. He's telling me he got the QQ like 3 years ago, and I mean, if any of you guys have built a plug and play plane like that, you literally just stick the stab on and put a screw in it, and you're good to go pretty much. Mount the landing gear, so that's 2 screws.
Yeah.
Put the wings together. Just two screws.
Yeah,
You'll
put
see
the
it soon.
put the wings on.
That's okay
See
though.
it
It's
soon.
okay. It's
Okay.
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 Good
All
tool.
right.
It's okay.
Right.
I'm retired now, and I got plenty of time to do it.
I don't think he really enjoys things till they've went out of production. So he buys them and then he waits till they don't make them anymore, and then that adds another level of thrill to flying it. That's probably what it is.
Or not. Don't fly it at all.
Yeah,
You won't crash it if it never leaves your house.
that's true too.
But
But
then
it's not like-
again,
But if you don't even put the tail on it, you can't display it. So still don't understand.
I don't know.
Like Steve
up too
Ewan,
much
he
room.
builds them and then hangs them up in his garage and doesn't fly them. But at least he can look at them and they look cool.
Well,
Just
they'll
leave
fly it
in
once.
the box, then what?
A lot of times. But I don't know. It's Steve Ewan will put that helicopter today in like a helicopter together like in record time and fly it. And fly it and fly it, and if he doesn't like it, he'll sell it.
Yeah, but that's normal. I mean, that's the way you're
He
supposed to do it.
He won't hold on to it. I don't know, dude. I got to stop talking about this particular subject for a week because I want to keep my job for next week, and then after that, gloves are off.
Oh,
Gates
heck yeah.
open then, right?
Can't wait for that episode.
Gates are open. Then instead of coming to my desk, he'll be waiting for me out in the parking lot.
At the field.
Hey,
You're
God damn
blowing
it.
up your cell phone.
He's gonna be that tough guy at the field now.
Yeah. All right, dude. So
we love you, Steve.
the other thing I saw in news and announcements, if you're into the small crawling, and I was into it for like a week, the 24th scale.
Yeah.
Axial just came out with a 21 series Ford Bronco that looks pretty cool at 24th scale, and they also came out with a Jeep Gladiator. They're like 150 or 160 a piece. The Bronco looks really cool. The Bronco looks like super scale.
Nice.
It's pretty nice. I saw that on
All the
Horizon.
accessories on the top.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and the Gladiator is 149. Looks like the same
Pretty
like
good prices,
chassis. Yeah, they're pretty detailed. They're actually detailed
Yeah.
pretty good, and they move pretty good. The one that I got was very well done.
Yeah, and you can actually like crawl and they're
Yeah.
good for, like I think kids as well, because you can't
Yeah.
really like hurt yourself with them. They're not like super fast and like bash them into your ankle.
No,
or something,
not at all.
you know?
So what's the length of that? Like 1/24 scale? How big is it?
Maybe
Okay, so small, like
8
inches, 6 inches.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's cool. It'd be good for even like younger kids.
This is a 24 scale.
Okay.
So think about a crawler, be bigger tires, but this size.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Yeah, like 2S, 350 milliamp hour battery. A lot of times they come with the little plug-in USB charger type thing,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
and they don't take too long to charge. They're
I
pretty
think I'm
good.
gonna
They probably run a
yes.
long time, don't they, on a battery?
Yeah.
they
12,
do.
15 minutes.
They'll do like 15 minutes, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
And it's pretty amazing how much detail they can pack into these little things.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if
Nice.
you had two boys or whatever, even boy and girl, and they were about the same age, and you got a couple of these, I'm sure they would be, having a ball with them
Yeah, I
For
like
at
how
least- for at least a half an hour.
the body for the Gladiator just like rocks completely flips up and it's just held on by Velcro. Looks like.
I believe all of them do.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Mine flips up. It's hinged in the back, but it's got a clip on the front and the hood. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I like it. I should get one of the Gladiators and one of the Broncos and give it to my kids.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Play it at the field. When
Yeah, Hunter's old enough to drive one of those now, right?
I got him some small little 24 scale thing, but it's so slow.
Oh, it's too
Like-
slow.
Yeah, it's just too slow. So I ended up giving him my slash 4x4,
Oh,
which
geez.
is way too fast.
Yeah,
Right,
loaded
on
too
two
fast.
cells, way too fast. But I went into the throttle endpoint and made it like 30%. So like even at full throttle, it's like so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
These
nice.
these things move out like walking pace, maybe a little quicker. I mean, it's not bad, but they're made for crawling and shit like that, you know.
Yeah,
Right,
very low
right.
key ratio.
Yeah.
Cool.
And like Andy was saying, you can roll them, you know, drop them off stuff. They're pretty robust.
Awesome. And you can get them at like Hobbytown USA, so you can just go to your local hobby
Mhm.
shop and pick them up and buy it on the spot, then having to like order it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can order too, so that's definitely support your online and local hobby shops, right?
Yeah, it looks like Horizon they're back ordered on the Broncos.
I think that's new, right?
Yeah, that's like brand new. I'm sure they sold out of them quick. Cool.
All right. What else we got?
I think that's it.
Yeah, I think that's it. Slow week, guys.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
I
Steve
just looked at
found something else?
Goblin's website, and Goblin has a new Kraken 700 canopy scheme, but it's
What?
like freaking neon green, like freaking in your face. Holy crap, it's too bright. Like, you know, I'm like, oh man, orange is my color, but it's so bright. Well, guys, take a look at that canopy there. Holy shit, it's like too much on my screen. Oh my
It looks
God.
like it glow in the dark.
Yeah, like literally, it's glowing in the dark on my screen. But it has that blue. I like that light blue that they're using on the
Oh yeah.
canopies now. But holy crap, I
That's like
like it.
super neon.
I
Yeah.
love it. Yeah, that looks pretty dope. So
Out of
yeah,
stock.
yeah, because it's something new, I think so.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have that. That's something new you can get on GoblinHelicopter.com. Another thing I noticed you can get on GoblinHelicopter.com that's in stock is the Puma canopy for those folks that want to like take the canopy and put it on like their nitro or regular raw 700 electric.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they would just need that and this one part H1660, which is the raw 700 canopy conversion kit for $34. That's new.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, so $34 for the canopy kit and $119 for the canopy.
Nice.
What is that? 119, 140, 150
And that would
or whatever.
and that would replace the canopy and I guess the hatch and the front
Your hatch, your
tusk
lower
things.
tusk, yep.
Yeah.
So it would
Okay,
basically
cool.
replace all of that, and it will give you a canopy, a removable canopy system, right? So,
Mhm. Yeah.
you know,
Nice. That's cool. I didn't
yeah,
know you could do that.
I didn't know either. Damn it, I put my order in and got that, and you know, I don't have to
Screwed
put
up.
another order in again, especially when I say I'm not gonna order anything else.
What'd I tell you, Kevin?
Didn't even last
Yep.
end of this damn show.
You called it.
Anyways, that's something new. That's cool.
Yeah,
All right.
that's really nice.
And it's orange and super bright. Okay. I guess let's move it on. What's next for you in the hobby?
Sure.
All right. What's
What's
next
next
for
for
you?
me?
What's next for you, Andy?
Same.
Come on.
Probably nothing. I might fly. I might build. I probably won't buy anything.
You might not get
unless
out
I
of
buy
that chair.
that canopy thing. I might not get out of this chair.
Yep.
Who knows? So I'm not gonna commit to anything. I gotta get some seeds in the ground. I just gotta go poke some seeds in the ground and then go home and sit down, according to Kevin was saying.
Bloomberg.
Super easy.
Did
Yeah,
you
Bloomberg.
did you get your the auto drive set up on that new?
I did. It's
Nice.
working. It actually works.
So you can literally just go, oh, all right.
Yeah. Well, I had it on other tractors, but
Yeah.
this one was an older one. I was retrofitting.
Nice.
Yep. It's working. Got it all sorted out. Got
Cool.
one connector I need to actually fix it exactly the way I want. That should be here probably tomorrow. And then after that, everything is good. Like it's working now, but I put a foot switch in to activate it, and I was missing a connector because I didn't know what kind I needed to connect the foot switch to the node that works the thing. You know, I gotta connect the thing to the thing, Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that thing.
No.
Mid-jigged.
Put that thing on there. Yeah. Once I get that, it'll be all nice and tidy.
Cool.
It'll start working.
So you've made tractors run autonomously.
No,
No.
all it does is steer it.
All right. So
You have to
you've
tell it.
made tractors steer autonomously in less time than it takes somebody to build or to put wheels on something or a motor in something or a prop on something.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I didn't build a heli. I didn't finish a heli because of that.
Oh, that's true.
So,
That's true. You didn't. All
you
right.
know,
All
there's
right.
that. He's got a point. I have
Mhm.
not finished.
Okay.
Oh, I also added an ISO-bus controller to the spreader that goes to this tractor so that I can spread at variable rate.
Added an ISO bus to the spreader
Yes.
in the same amount of time that it would take somebody to put wheels on something or a prop on something.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. But you didn't build a helicopter.
No.
Okay,
I
I
didn't
got
build
it.
a heli.
I got it.
Oh no, Helen.
People are shutting off the podcast at about this point.
This point, I thought
Yeah.
detective point back then.
Yeah. So what am I going to be up to? Is that what you're asking?
Go for it.
No, nobody asked that.
Oh,
But I will. Kevin, what are you going to
be?
be up to?
What am I going to be up to? I'm glad you asked. I'm not sure. Hopefully I can get some
I'm
flying
glad I
in.
asked too.
But no, I'm actually not sure. I forgot to mention that last week I was working on my bench in the garage, which is coming out really good. I got to send you guys some pictures of it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I'm getting organized, and I'm probably going to continue on because I want to build another little like rolling cart thing that I can put my 3D printers on, and got to figure out what I'm going to do with my motorcycle when I bring that down. Kind of got some plans for that
Hang it
too.
up.
Yeah. Yep. Just gonna leave it outside like my neighbors do.
Put it on the wall.
Hang it from the rafters like Steve's planes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But hopefully I can get to the field, get some flying in. Because I haven't gone flying in a while. But I really didn't miss it, like I said, this week. Because, man, hanging out with the family and doing that stuff and just chilling was great. So hopefully I can get to the field. I got to order some batteries, man, at some point. My battery supply is dwindling.
I think you missed a nice sale the other day.
Yeah. I'm always missing shit. But that's it. Ian, what are you going to be up to?
Working. I'm going to be doing 3 double shifts this weekend. Of course, I'll be on Discord. I'll probably be at work while on Discord on Friday. The kids are going over to my grandma's and chilling with my sister and them for Easter. So it's like they'll be occupied. I'll be working as always.
Wait a minute, is this Sunday Easter?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I'm off on Friday. Good Friday, I got off.
Nice.
That should be good. Should be good.
Oh yeah.
So Ian, if I was confused, but now I was wondering how you work how do you do two? What did you say you were doing?
3 doubles.
3 doubles. How do you do 3 doubles in 2 days? Or is it 3 doubles in 3 days?
It's easy. You just do a double and then you do another one.
Yeah, but you only have
doing that
2
3
days.
times.
No,
What are you-
I've
what are
got
you
3.
talking about?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Or doubles
Okay,
from White Castle,
okay.
no problem.
Well, okay.
What's a double? How many hours is a double?
16 hours.
So you work 16 hours 3 times in a row.
So you're 16, 8 off,
Long
16,
ass
8
day.
off, like that?
Yep.
Damn,
Oh, wow.
that's a long day.
See, I thought he was doing that in 2 days, so that's why I was very confused.
Well, I'm trying to rake in what I can because I got
Yeah,
some
I hear
bills.
you.
Yeah.
Got some bills to pay and everything, but I'm also I went ahead and accepted a job offer through the place that I've been working at through agency. So it's like I'm going to go ahead and use that as like kind of like a home base kind of job, and then still do agency along with that. That way, in case like I run into those situations again where like there's no shifts worth picking up, or there's like not really much available, it's like I've still got that to rely on. And I've been really liking the facility I've been working at. So on the 25th, I'll be signed on for them, and then of course I'll still be working agency.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah.
On that hour, get that money.
Get that cheddar. And
Buy
the
more
way
house
that
others.
my administrator broke it down, it's like, with the overtime rate, I'll be making just as much being signed on with them versus, they are with, agency. And they actually showed me like what they have to pay out for agency, and it's like $13 on top of what I
make.
like what I make. And I'm
Easy.
I'm easily like $22 an hour. So so facilities are like really paying out big time, and I seen that, it's like holy shit.
You hear that, Gucci? It's 22 an hour. That's all you need.
Dude, we got to do a show on slang that annoys me, because you, cheddar, the minute, whatever.
Everything he says.
Everything
is annoying.
he says annoys me. Why is that, Andy?
I don't know. I think it's
because you
I don't
grew
know.
up with that stuff, and you don't expect to continue to hear it now.
I don't
Right.
know. I swear it's like talking to a 22-year-old.
Yeah.
How old are you, Ian?
I'm 35, but I act
23?
22.
All right.
He's 25
He
going on
identifies as a
17.
22-year-old, please. Let's accept that.
I work with a 23-year-old kid. He doesn't say that shit.
Actually, I take that back. I
I
act
don't know
my
what
shoe
his problem
size.
is.
Maybe it's where he's from. There's just different slang from different parts of the country.
Maybe
that's it. Maybe that part of the country just pisses me off in general.
Yeah.
Sorry, St. Louis, or wherever the
It's
hell.
not
you're
even
from,
in
Ian.
St. Louis.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck St. Louis.
St. Louis.
I always say St. Louis.
Basically, what Kevin said is
I
if
don't
you're
know where
from anything west of the coast, for the most part,
That's
the Atlantic
not
Ocean,
what
that
Kevin said.
hates you.
No, that's not what
Florida,
Kevin
anything
said.
west of Florida.
Anything west of Florida, and Kevin hates you. That's what he
Anything
said.
west of
Like, I don't
Florida.
understand you. Or
That
not.
might be true.
All right.
West of the Appalachians. He doesn't like you.
There you go.
West of Kansas City.
Kansas City.
Kansas City,
that's Canada.
Kansas.
Yeah.
That's the wrong.
Oh,
All right,
man.
let's move it on. Let's move it on. Do we have any listener pipeline?
Well, wait a minute,
Yes.
Steve. Did you say what you were gonna do?
Oh, I mean, I kind of said it when I was talking. What I'm
All right.
Say it again
yeah.
while I find this pipeline.
Hey, he's gonna finish off the Piuma.
All right, so I'm gonna finish up the Piuma, and I'm gonna start working on the Kraken 580 Nitro. I need to do some maintenance on that anyways before spring fling. So yep, that's gonna get torn down, a new canopy put on, and mangled to fit. Beyond that, I think I'm gonna try flying this weekend, but I don't know. I don't know.
How's the weather been there, Steve? Because it's been like super freaking windy here.
Super
Like
windy,
it
but it's
winds and then it
beautiful.
rains, and then a couple days ago it was like 45 degrees, and then I looked over and it was 34 degrees, and then
Last
about
week
an
we had a
hour
cold
later
front.
it was 50 degrees. It's
Well,
been
dude,
the
it's
craziest
spring.
thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's all over the place.
Yeah, but this is unusual.
What I've been noticing here has been like weekly shifts. It'll be like a week of like 40 and 50 degree weather and gloomy and shitty and rainy, and then like this week it's like been 80 degrees and sunny and bright and nice. But the week before was like sunny but windy as hell, like
Wow.
50, 60 degrees but like 30-mile-per-hour winds, like super windy. So I mean, I think we're probably getting some of what you're getting delayed, but yeah, it's been all over the place.
It was weird. It was warm, and then this is in like 2 hours. We had a 10-degree down and then back up temp swing, which is like insane.
Weird. Yeah.
So listen, I love what Goblin has done for the RC heli, hobby and everything, but I can't let them slip by on this name of this helicopter. I know it means feather in Italian, but you know you're going to be at the field flying it, and somebody's going to say, "Hey, what is that?" And you're going to say, "It's the new Puma," and they're going to go, "No, really, what is it called?" I mean, to me, it sounds like another one of those weird names, man.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you flying? I'm flying my buddy.
I'm flying
Yeah, it's a weird name, but at least it's not a Raw or a Buddy
I
or a
like Raw.
Flash. Those
But-
are all stupid names.
But if you think about it, Andy, it actually is a Raw because it's a Goblin Raw Puma.
Okay, well, yeah.
So it's compounding.
I still
it's-
think Raw's maybe the worst one yet.
Oh man,
No,
I
Buddy
like Raw.
gotta be the worst.
Yeah,
Buddy
it's a
gotta
raw
be the
feather.
worst.
Buddy's pretty bad.
It's
Raw's
the
pretty bad too.
Puma Raw.
I understand what they were thinking about Raw, but yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be my first idea of a lightweight or a minimalistic type of helicopter. But it is a nice flying helicopter.
Yeah, I
and,
mean, I love the heli. I just don't
Yeah.
like the name.
and the Raw 580, man. I don't know if I mentioned it during the earlier in the episode, but with 603s or 600 size blades, that 580 is fantastic. It is so fun to fly.
Yeah, I think you talked
Hey,
about it
man.
last week.
Oh, it is so
You
good.
said
Yeah.
something about putting
Yeah.
those blades on.
Yeah,
That's awesome, man.
they fly really well.
Nice.
I want Enrico to make some 600S line blades. I think that'd be a pretty good hit too.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, I listened to the episode last week.
Nice.
Nice. Okay.
All right,
So-
you ready for this voicemail?
Do
I'm
this
ready.
listener pipeline.
Okay, I apologize for leaving out the Park Bar podcast. The Mike and the J are still at it. And also, there are two more that you might want to add. RC Scrap Pile, which they are plankers for 99% plankers. But they also are balsa guys, too. So
Oh, cool.
they would know all about CA. And associated with them is the Nuts and Bolts podcast, which is a little more techie stuff into planker stuff. So there you go. All right. Maybe I'll get it together one of these days. Have fun, guys. Keep them cranking out. Bye.
Oh, thanks,
Awesome. Thanks, Steve.
buddy Steve Wattenberg.
Thanks, Steve.
Thanks, Steve.
You
Yeah,
just shut
that-
down the list because I
RC
caught some of
scrap
it.
pile. That
That's
brings to mind a quick story I had from last time I was at the field. I showed up, I pulled in, I saw a busted
Scrap pile.
scrap pile plane on the table when I backed up, and I was like, "Hey, who owns this?" Nobody knew anything about it. I wind up finding the guy's name on it, and I sent him a text, and he was like, "Oh, I gave that to so and so," and so we called that guy. And he was like, "It's a little too far gone for me. If anybody wants it, they can take it." So I took it. It's a biplane. It's a precision aerobatics.
Oh wow,
Biplane.
that's a fancy one.
Oh.
Yeah, and
How
it's
far gone is it?
it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It's maybe some extra balsa and a little CA, and I can get it going. It was definitely worth taking, or I probably wouldn't have
Those
taken it.
precision aerobatics are super expensive and super lightweight.
Yeah, this thing's
Fairly
super light.
fragile, let's be honest.
Yeah.
Very fragile.
I guess the point is if you add a bunch of CA and epoxy to that, it still probably won't be overweight. So
Right.
it'll probably still fly well if you can fix it.
He kind of ripped the landing gear off, and the bottom wing is a little. I mean, that's where I'm gonna have to do the most repairing. There was a little damage around the canopy. It looks like
That'd
he
be
might have
cool, though.
cartwheeled it, but yeah, I mean, for nothing, sure, I'll take it. And I'll see
Nice.
if I can get it going.
Sweet.
Just gonna order a little balsa and some CA, some
Yeah,
medium CA now, not thin CA,
Yeah,
since
no,
our other
Thin ain't
episode.
good. Well, I don't know. You might
Thin
could
for
use some
balsa,
thin on
Mike.
that balsa.
Yeah,
Got cracks and stuff. You can wick it in.
that's true. Yeah, I want to
Wicked
check it all
and-
out.
Kicker to harden it up.
Hmm. Yeah.
So-
and when you get done, it'll be attached to your hand.
Yeah, and I can
You
just go around the circle. Yep.
fly around
This,
with
this
it.
is what it'll look
Just
like.
with the wing. Just the wing on your head.
Neighbors will be looking at him like that dude's a freaking idiot.
Well, I knew that when I moved
He
in.
did come from Jersey though, so
Yeah,
Still got lead paint in there.
like everybody else. That's down here. Oh, me too. What year did you move down?
yeah. Nice.
Funny. All right. Is that it for Listener Pipeline?
Yes, that is it. That's
That
the
is
only one
it.
I've seen tonight.
Okay.
Okay, let's wrap it up.
All right.
Facebook likes. We are at 1,394 likes. We have 1 new likes, and I totally forgot how to say his name. I asked I need help how to say his name, and I totally forgot to say it when I need to say it. So, Jay Woodnick or something like that. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah, Kevin, you
Siege-
had a really
Siege
good-
Woodnick?
Siege Woodnick. There you go.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That sounds better.
Siege
Way
Nick?
better. Okay. What do we got for Facebook comments?
Oh, we got a comment. Actually, we got
Oh,
a post
boy.
I just saw from our good friend, Mike D, the planker. And it's not on our free fall page, it's on his page, but I saw it go by and I laughed. He's got a picture of underwater picture of dolphins and sea creatures wearing masks, and it says sea creatures looking forward to wearing discarded masks for the next few million years, which I thought was pretty funny.
What's that got to do anything with a podcast?
He used to be on the show. And I do the Facebook comments, so you will listen to every comment I talk about.
You can't make me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So-
you just do it and you have to edit it out.
Last episode, follow the fun.
What the hell, man?
Fly. Kyle Spiegels. He said, great podcast as always. Here's a list of heli events I'm hoping to attend this year. June 2nd through the 5th, Cincy SmackDown. July 14th through the 17th, Ohio Heli Throwdown.
Nice.
August 10th through the 14th, IRCHA. September 24th, Hoosier Heli Hangout in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And he said, anyone know if the Heli Extravaganza is happening at Triple Tree this year? I haven't seen a post on it. I also have about
It
10.
is.
It is? Okay. Cool. He said he also has about 10 plane events this year that he's looking forward to, so it should be a fun-filled summer. Nice, Kyle.
Nice.
And
Sweet.
Cliff Lewis also commented, free fall sucks. Well, except Kevin. You're okay sometimes. Oh, thanks, Cliff. I take back everything I said about you before the show that we might not have in the bloopers, or we might have in the bloopers.
Oh, we're definitely having that in the bloopers.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
And
Thanks, Cliff. I don't disagree with you.
we did have a couple of the posts and comments on Mike Longo. I don't know if you guys talked about it last week, but Bill and put together a nice video. I think we might have talked about it also 2 weeks ago, but it's still going around and people are still, bringing up Mike and bringing up the stories and the memories that they've had with him. And I know Bill was just on the Helihead show and talking about it a little bit. And it was a good tribute to Mike, and I guess it's part of the getting over part of things to talk about it and reminisce.
Mhm. Yeah.
Uh,
that's in the picture. Mhm.
And I don't know if you guys talked about last week,
No, we didn't do it.
316.
Maybe going down. Yep.
There
319.
were-
you mean?
Oh, 319. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, 3. Wait, what did we do?
319.
Yeah,
Mine
319.
Nice.
I had some comments on
Ray
there.
Bacon RC said, I don't know if this will be read on the show, but I hope it benefits anyone that hears and read this. The RC Heli hobby really has helped my outlook on life and overall mental health. It's total departure from other aspects of my life and had been one of the most positive experiences of my life. Right now, I'm going through a stressful time in my life, but I'm determined to make time for myself to clear my head. Your show should arrive at a perfect time for me this week. You guys may not realize it, but your content helps others in many ways. Thanks so much for your continued contributions to the hobby. I posted back. I mean, thanks Ray for posting that. Sorry to hear that you're going through a bit of a stressful time, and I posted, love it, Ray. We all make this hobby what it is. Thank you for being a part of it. I meant everybody, also, because it would be just us standing out our backyards by ourselves flying if it wasn't for like all the people, and getting together and all that. And Ray said, Kevin Teschner, we are all in this together. Thank you.
What a dick.
Nah,
I'm just kidding.
So,
Ray's the best.
Yeah. Colton Beckett. I don't know how you pronounce his last name. He said, well, it's been a long time since I've tuned in, but I had a long drive today and thought it would be cool. Good to hear Andy still hasn't built that willy-nillys. Haha. Overall, I enjoyed the episode. Good on you guys for helping to keep the hobby alive. Just wasn't for me anymore. Sort of reminded me why Steve, Kevin, and Iaen were talking about how much flying takes your mind off things, and I'm with Andy, though, as it really didn't take my mind off of stressors enough, and I had trouble focusing on the flying 100%. That, on top of not really having anyone else to fly with, was basically the final straw that slowly drained my motivation. I can understand that. It was definitely a rewarding technical skill to learn. I may be back someday, probably when I have kids that want to crash my hard-earned money into the ground. Haha.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Colton. Thanks for writing in and leaving us that comment.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm kind of actually surprised in some ways that I'm still, out there every weekend. I'm not really, but in some ways, like, I've tried things and then, you give it a little while, you get burned out, and you're like, yeah, it probably wasn't for me.
I mean,
even though you enjoyed it.
I don't know. I feel like I've probably gone through moments where like I felt burnt out and it kind of pushed through.
Yeah, I haven't come across that. Like, I've been kind of like into it and haven't really lost interest. Basically, I think it definitely has to do with helicopters and the learning. I mean, if I was still flying planes, I'd be like, yeah,
would have been done.
It's good, but
I'll be back to doing cars.
Yeah, just because there's so much involved with the helis, and so many maneuvers to learn, and it's one of those things where you can never stop learning it, really.
And once you get to do some stuff in the air, they're so cool to watch. Like,
yeah, and then you're like, oh shit, I can add this and I can add that.
That's fun.
Yeah. And in Colton's comment, he brought up a point that I haven't actually thought about before, but might be part of my problem in lack of motivation, and that's flying by myself, no one around.
Yeah, that's right.
That could be part of the problem.
You need to go to the club.
Yeah, but there's no one at the club to fly with that flies helis. That flies 3D helis. There's some scale guys.
Convert some folks.
I ain't got time for that.
No. Then just get in your car and drive more.
Yeah.
I drive enough as it is. I make several events a year, and that do jazz me up somewhat. Get me excited about it every time I attend an event. Then I come home and I fly for a week or two, and then I get busy doing other things and just kind of, whatever. It is what it is.
All right.
Got any more? Oh, got anything else?
I didn't see anything.
All right. What about listener posts?
What about listener posts? What do we got? We got anything, Andy?
Got one from April 2nd. Was that? It's Rybert with Scale Heli. It's great to finally get back out into the field. Got an airplane of some sort. Was that a willy-nilly kit?
Looks
and
like
a Scale Heli.
Jalen, he looks like he has a synergy.
I don't know.
Something on the airplane bench with that scale.
Oh,
head.
that's yeah, probably a
516.
516.
Cool. Awesome, Chris. Flying as much as possible.
Yeah, man.
Okay. All right. Website comments. You got any website comments?
I forgot to look. Did you see any, Kevin?
I saw one from Javier, but he said we don't have to
Oh
read
yeah,
it.
don't read that one.
Oh, I gotta read that one. Just don't read it.
Well, he said just don't read it. You don't have to read it on the air if we don't want to. And I
I
didn't
think that's
read it.
all. I don't see any others.
It's an epic email.
Yeah.
Since we got an email like this from Javier. You must be doing something right.
Yeah, we don't want to read it, but I do want to point out at the very last paragraph, he says he doesn't use something anymore, and then he proceeds to explain how he uses it every time. That's pretty cool.
Oh, as for CA, I don't use it anymore. Only place it goes is a drop. Yeah. That is funny. It's like I don't use it, but I use it.
I don't use it, but here's how I use it.
Yeah, here's how I use it. Right.
We got to give him a little bit of
Yeah. Just for that
bust
one.
his balls a little bit here and there.
Uh-huh.
Don't hear from him anymore.
Oh. I don't know.
Last time I heard him on a podcast, sounded like he'd been snorting speed for 3 hours.
Yeah, no.
Barely understand what he was saying.
On something, man.
Yeah. You lay off of that
Fine.
stuff, dude. Your heart's going to explode.
I know.
Take it to rot your teeth out.
That too. Okay, let's move it on to People Podbean.
Oh, people of Podbean.
Yeah, what do we got?
You guys didn't do this last week, did you?
No.
So I got to go back like 14 days.
I don't know how to do what you do. Nobody gets those notifications but
Nobody
you.
knows what Kevin does.
I don't even know what I do. 14 days ago, Hellyman liked episode 315, Roast of Keith Williams. Tim, the Tida back, who we haven't heard from in a while. Maybe we have, but I just read these, going back the days that I know we missed. And I know sometimes everybody's, sometimes people has said, hey, I posted a lot and you guys haven't read it. But I only see what's on the front page here, so maybe I'm missing something. But Tim liked a bunch of episodes. 309, review series, volume 12, battery comparison. 310, so what's for you? What's next for you? 311, indecent exposure with Jordan McFarlane. 308, Sean Hall. 312, you don't have to help, but it helps. 313, Nitro Raw HD with Dan and Tom in the morning. 314, chill the F out, bro. 315, roast of Keith Williams. 316, I don't know, or IDK. And 317, going the distance. Great Eagle Jr. liked Follow the Fun. 320, Mike Welch, another guy. I'm glad we are hearing from him again. Liked episode 319, Mind the Skies. And 318, Buyer Beware. Bare Metal Fabrication also liked 319, Mind the Skies. And let's see, My Star 60 liked episode 306, end of 2021. Are we there yet? And Muix started following us, and so did TCB 2185, and that is it.
Okay.
TCB 2185. TCB.
How far back are you going? You on 14 days?
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'll go 14 days back with the comments as well then.
Okay.
The Toad, 13 days ago, says, wow, you guys keep churning out episodes week after week. Very impressive. Keep it up, guys. Looking forward to the episode where you guys attend events this season. Oh, and by the way, I saw the video from Blade Scrapers featuring none other than Iaen. Nice. And then Toad, 13 days ago, wrote, oh, and nice. means it's awesome to see him enjoying the hobby instead of hearing about him working insane hours, wrenching, not providing tech tips, or fixing his car. Smiley face. Okay. Thanks, Toad. And what do we got here? 4 days ago. Oh, shit. Okay, we got some Gray Eagle comments here.
Oh boy.
Get ready here. Hold on. Get my glasses properly. Okay, here we go. I think I'm ready for this. I'm not ready for this. Fuck, the second word here. Okay. 4 days ago, Gray Eagle Jr. Onion raped, Funyun comatose, butter button saucy whole throttle goat. Greatness of all timely better now. Safe no more 52 area fun fly scale compensation. Importantly, reply. That's a response to episode 320. And then 4 days ago, in response to episode 320 again, in reflect, one of the manual absects this hobby wing we having is 3D visual a max ball in that courtyard fence, no climb, but of knocking of neighborly door recipient or recip I don't know, recip of safely entry. The interaction positively, even if only internet, sometimes of agreed greatness within of all star shine. No see but feel like sunshine in Alaska's summertime. But no wind? Yeah, that's optimizer. In response to that, 4 days ago, replying to his own comment, Grey Eagle responds, that said positive only source of continued happiness, even not only when before, after, or during fun flights of awesome. And then 4 days ago, but this is just responding to the episode 320. Order of their context should clearly indeed. The end, I guess. Or...
Dude, that's got to be one of my all-time Gray Eagles, though. Onion raped, Funyun comatose,
yeah.
butter button, saucy whole throttle goat.
Yeah.
That's freaking awesome.
Could be a good punk band name.
Oh God.
So, hey,
yeah, some songs.
Randomly, I went through the dashboard in Podbean, which is something I never do, and I see an achievement for Freefall RC Podcast, which says congratulations on 300,000 downloads.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Is that insane or what? If we only got paid $1 a download, you want to help out?
Think about it.
Help out a fellow podcaster. Just
Yeah.
$1 a day.
Right.
Price of a cup of coffee.
Oh,
Andy's
hey,
talking
Andy.
with his mute on.
Yeah, or something on mute.
I got my mute on. Sorry.
Damn it, Andy.
I know I suck.
What
Now
the hell, Andy?
Now people are trying to return the downloads, dude. Congratulations.
I was saying you guys really fucked up when you didn't, charge for this when you started it or something.
Yeah, I know.
Just a nickel a show would have yielded quite a bit of money.
For the price of coffee a day.
You sound like my freaking wife.
For a price of cup, yeah.
All right, we're not making any money on this. We're idiots.
No,
all
that's
right,
why it's so
let's
good.
move it on. What do we got for iTunes review?
Nothing new on iTunes.
What the hell, man?
The hell, man?
What the
All
hell,
right,
man?
so yeah, I guess drop us an iTunes review. Maybe we'll read it if we get one. Email us,
What the hell, heads, man?
all that stuff. Yeah. Fellow podcasters, we got Maximum Collective Podcast.
Yeah, check it out.
Check them out.
I'm going to listen tomorrow.
25, 35
Even though it's been out 2 weeks, I'm going to listen tomorrow.
You know what? You know what's really drawing me to listen to that podcast is that creative logo /
oh their yeah, their
caricature
image,
that they had.
Woo.
Yeah, their
That was
artwork.
nice. I like that.
Very nice.
Amazing.
Top. Top notch. Yes. Okay. And then there's some other podcasts. Go listen to them as well.
You know who they are.
Yeah. All right. Check out Bill Ann's YouTube channel. All right. Thanks to our listeners, Fierce Guys, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.
Bye.
Hi, Chris.
Bye, everybody.
Hey, Dave.
God, I didn't buy anything this episode.
They got no gas in it.